this is Teacher Jen. For today's topic, we will analyze the classic work of Bienvenido and Santos's short story entitled Scent of Apples. Scent of Apples by Bienvenido and Santos is more than just a short story about a Filipino immigrant's experience in America. It's a tale deeply rooted in the author's own life, reflecting the historical context of Filipino migration and exploring socio-cultural themes of identity, displacement, and nostalgia. In this video, we will analyze the story through three lenses: biographical, historical, and socio-cultural. To fully understand Scent of Apples, we must first know the man behind the story, Bienvenido and Santos. Born in 1911 in the Philippines, Santos himself was a migrant to the United States during World War II. His experiences of exile, homesickness, and navigating a foreign culture heavily influenced his work. In Scent of Apples, we see traces of Santos's personal life reflected in the character of Celestino Fabia, an immigrant who feels estranged from his homeland and culture. The apples, which symbolize something unfamiliar yet comforting, mirror Santos's own experiences of finding small connections to home in a foreign land. Santos often wrote about the plight of Filipino expatriates. Much like Fabia in the story, he longed for the Philippines while grappling with the realities of living abroad. His characters reflect his emotional struggles, making the story semi-autobiographical in nature. The historical context of Scent of Apples is essential to understanding the deeper meaning of the story. The narrative takes place during the mid-20th century, a time when many Filipinos migrated to the United States in search of better opportunities. This period followed the Philippines' colonization by the United States, with many Filipinos seeking work in agriculture, education, and other sectors. In the story, Fabia is one of these Filipino immigrants, working on a farm in Michigan. His feelings of alienation and displacement are representative of the broader immigrant experience during this time. The post-colonial relationship between the Philippines and the United States is significant here. Filipinos, though considered American nationals before the country gained independence, still face challenges in being fully accepted into American society. The story subtly highlights the difficulties of assimilation and the sense of otherness that many Filipino immigrants felt as they struggled to belong in a land that was both familiar and foreign. From a socio-cultural perspective, Scent of Apples delves into the themes of cultural identity, homesickness, and the longing for community. Fabia's reminiscences about the Philippines and his family speak to the deep-rooted Filipino values of family ties, community, and a connection to one's homeland. In the story, Fabia's isolation in America contrasts with the communal, close-knit society he left behind. The socio-cultural gap between his life in the Philippines and his life in America highlights the difficulties of reconciling two very different worlds. He no longer feels fully Filipino, yet he doesn't quite belong in America either. The apple in the story symbolizes this cultural clash. Apples are not native to the Philippines, and yet Fabia has grown accustomed to their scent. This symbolizes how he has adapted to certain aspects of American life but still yearns for the familiar comforts of home. Scent of Apples by Bienvenido and Santos is a rich text that invites us to explore the complex layers of the immigrant experience. displacement. Historically, it sheds light on the Filipino migration to America during the 20th century, and socio-culturally, it captures the struggle of maintaining one's identity while adapting to a foreign culture. The story is a poignant reminder of the sacrifices and challenges that come with migration and the enduring connection we all have to places we call home.